Once, in the heart of a bustling city filled with towering skyscrapers and meandering streets, there was a humble newspaper stand run by an elderly man named Mr. Fletcher. Despite the overwhelming sea of concrete and busy people, Mr. Fletcher's stand was an oasis of familiarity and warmth. Every morning, people from all walks of life stopped by to pick up their newspaper and share a word or two with the amiable vendor, whose smile never faded. One morning, a sharp-suited man named Jonathan, who worked in one of the high-rise buildings nearby, approached the stand. Jonathan was not a regular customer, but he had a reputation that preceded him, known for his cunning deals in the corporate world. This day, he wore an unexpected aura of burden. "Good morning, Mr. Fletcher," Jonathan greeted, trying to mask his unease with a cheerful tone. Mr. Fletcher nodded kindly, oblivious to Jonathan's inner turmoil. "Good morning, son. What can I do for you today?" Jonathan leaned closer, checking around nervously. "I need your help," he whispered, slipping an envelope across the counter discreetly. Mr. Fletcher, confused by the uncharacteristic gesture, opened the envelope to find a stack of cash inside. His eyes widened in disbelief. "What's this for?" "There's a story about my company's misdeeds that's scheduled to appear in tomorrow's paper. I want it gone. Consider this a token of appreciation for any assistance you might render in keeping my name out of headlines," Jonathan explained, his voice barely above a whisper. Mr. Fletcher considered the offer, his gaze shifting between the envelope and Jonathan's pleading eyes. For a fleeting moment, the temptation of the bribe clouded his judgment. After all, the money could certainly ease his financial stresses. Yet deep within, he felt a pang of conflict. Taking a deep breath, he pushed the envelope back toward Jonathan. "I run this stand to share the truth with people, son. If I start selling those truths off, I lose something far greater than what money could ever buy: trust." Jonathan was taken aback. He had not anticipated rejection, especially given the sum. Yet, as he looked into Mr. Fletcher's earnest gaze, he slowly withdrew the envelope, feeling a new weight settle over him. "Thank you, Mr. Fletcher," Jonathan muttered, his voice filled with a mixture of embarrassment and newfound respect. As he walked away, a sense of admiration for the old man's integrity began to chip away at his hardened exterior. The next morning, the papers flew off the stands, as usual, each customer greeted with Mr. Fletcher's unwavering smile. And though the story of Jonathan's company made the headlines as expected, the true tale of the day was one that never made it to print: the value of integrity, exemplified quietly by a humble newspaper vendor and an unexpected decision to refuse a bribe.